Among the racers at this year's Sno Drift rally car racing in Atlanta was a longtime fan turned driver. Alpenian Brenten Kelly made his national rally car debut on Friday night, but in the end, after months of build-up, Kelly's night turned into a disaster, leaving him with two options: park or keep on driving. Everything about rally car racing, from the high speeds to the great risks, had Brenten Kelly hooked when he first covered Sno Drift as a multimedia worker 7 years ago.
Seeing the cars go by, it was like, why am I not doing this already?
The Alpena native has put his life on four wheels ever since, moving to Washington State to teach and train at the Dirtfish Rally School.
Once you start jumping cars at over 100 miles an hour, you can't really go back. You're hooked for life.
And this weekend figured to be a milestone in Kelly's life, coming back to Sno Drift to make his debut as a national racer. But Friday night, things went off course, literally.
I basically just got a little bit wide on one of the corners. The rear end caught the bank, and it just kind of pulled me all the way up the bank. We ended up hitting on the passenger side of the car, but we caught the bank with the driver's side of the car. So it pulled us fully into the bank, and we hit that tree pretty hard.
Kelly was fine, but his car was done. The first race he failed to finish also happened to be his homecoming, but Kelly is determined now to use his crash, not lose to it.
It's good to get that out of the way, and I'm trying to think about that as kind of let's use this as motivation.
Enough motivation to make things right next January at the place for him where it all began.
I just want to get back and kind of, I can't let the event beat me. I got to beat the event again, so I got to get back.
So good for Brenten. You always like to see in these sports stories, don't give up, you got to bounce back.
I like his attitude.
You can see there some pretty serious damage.
Oh yeah, and that's a tough one, starting a race and that early on.
Yeah, he didn't get very far. It didn't take very long, but he's going to have his team work with him. A lot of local friends from high school help him out. So
hopefully he'll get back in it.
Exactly. He really wants to be back for next year's Sno Drift. So we'll see.